She's outspoken. She's not afraid to ask tough questions. She's not afraid to speak her mind. You've read her column. Maybe you're a fan on Facebook. No topic is off limits. Straight to the point. There's no chaser. You're now watching Straight Talk with Carla Zuill.
Welcome to another edition of Straight Talk. I'm your host, Carla Zuill, and we're here at the Paradise Lounge Hotel. Now, today is not just any day. Today is a special day because we have our first guest, Linda Mozier. Linda, welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Can you believe it's been 2 years since we did that last show?
A lot has changed.
A lot.
A lot has changed.
Now, let's jump right in. How have things changed?
Oh, wow. I mean, after that episode on Christmas Day, naturally, the impact of it was in the middle. Mm-hmm. You know, my family was very supportive, but also for some people, it was a revelation, even to me, because I thought I was the poster child by then. But in terms of my personal life, yeah, it had a negative effect on my relationships.
No, I have to pause you there. How so? What type? Interpersonal relation, like your relationship?
Yeah.
How so?
My relationship with my then girlfriend.
Because, sorry to hear that, first of all.
Yeah. Well, it's not a death. You know? We came to an understanding and we went our separate ways. And I think that I realized then that for me, again, I experienced what it's like to have an open relationship when you're gay in this country. And the person that you're in that relationship has to be in that same space.
Now, I find that interesting because she was an American, and I remember you saying how when you were in America, well, when you were here, you were very open. I've seen you guys in public. But it turns out that you had a discovery when you got on the other side of the water. Do you care to share in whatever capacity?
Well, yeah, because we're in the age of technology, right? So everybody now is exposed to technology. So as the interview went viral and more people was exposed to it, and she, in fact, exposed some people to it, I think once it got out there and she started to realize that it was having an impact on her that she didn't expect. And so, in fact, it pushed her further into the closet.
Now, did you know that she was in the closet?
Somewhat. I thought she was coming out because we both were at this point where we wanted something different. And for her, I thought she was coming out, but in fact, she was struggling with the religious aspect of it. And it seemed that the more the video went viral, the more people watched it, the question about the religious aspect came up more and more. Mm-hmm. And for her, it was difficult. She's still not there today.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, I find it interesting that you, as being an openly gay woman, would choose to be in a relationship with a woman who was in the closet. Almost hypocritical. Almost hypocritical.
But one thing that I realized I can control, absolutely, is my heart. You know, you just, and I'm like that. I let love come from wherever it comes from. And then I try to work through the kinks afterwards. And unfortunately, you know, I have had to make that choice because there isn't a lot of options in the gay community in Bermuda. So sometimes I meet people or people come into my life unexpectedly and we start to explore the relationships. And then they find that sometimes it's too much because I'm a public figure and I'm an activist and, you know, I just live my life. And so to be with me, you have to be the type of person who's ready for all of that. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, a lot of people aren't. But you can't help who you love sometimes. You know?
But you're very comfortable in the skin you're in. Were you always that way? I know that you had talked in the previous episode about the struggle that you had in the revelation, how you were outed by a partner at the time. But at what point did you just say, hey, it's okay, I am Linda and I am who I am?
I think for me, I mean, I was pushing in that direction anyway, but when I hit that crossroad where I had to make that decision between life and death, where I was contemplating suicide, I think once I got through that storm, it was like, no, I want to live. Mm. And living for me means living in my truth. And so I've evolved to the point where I don't apologize for it anymore. And I think that's where I would like to see our gay community go, where we are letting people be unapologetic for their truth. And so that's where I am now. I mean, as you can see, I wear what I want. I've always, as I said before, had a fascination with bow ties, and so I just wear them because I can. And I like them, and I think I look pretty good in it.
Now, but is Bermuda in a place where gays can be unapologetic?
Well, unfortunately, I was thinking we were moving into that direction, but then the recent media splurge around the topic of gay marriage has really, for me, opened up this unexpected revelation that we're not as far as we thought we were.
Okay, well, we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk to you about where you thought we would be and where do you feel we are. So we'll be right back after the break.
There was one point I was walking in town. People who know me know that I like to walk in town and still physically pay my bills and go around. And this one woman came right up to me and said, like, "You're going to hell. Just straight up, you're going to hell."